Get on down with your bass up. Get on down. Listen to the sound. Come on.
Ghost Riot
Radio.
Nick Noble.
The ghost. The ghost himself.
And the ghost with the most,
Nicky.
Ladies and gentlemen, what is up? Welcome to Ghost Riot Radio. I'm your host, Nick Noble, and each and every Sunday, we do Ghost Riot Radio, the 18 and over podcast designed for free-thinking adults just like yourself, currently being recorded in Ghost Riot Studios in St. Petersburg, Florida. As always, I'm going to do a quick shout-out like ClotheslineCreative.com. Clothesline Creative is a high-quality screen printing company offering custom apparel for your business, band, event, and more. Contact them today to get started with your order. That's ClotheslineCreative.com. Folks, if you want to be a sponsor of this show, you should fucking do it. We'd love to hear from you. Hit us up. It's ghostriotradio@gmail.com. We would love to be shouting out whatever it is you do or would pay us to say on the air, quite frankly. So send us your money. We need it. But yeah, that's the deal. Folks, every week on Ghost Riot Radio, I invite a few special people to join me here at the Riot Bench to discuss whatever the fuck we want to. This week, the rest of the gang is gone. They all went on a motorcycle trip. And no sooner did they get to Gainesville than somebody got in an accident. So hopefully that guy's okay. He's not one of our regulars. Madison and Joe and Grant are all okay, but their buddy got hemmed up a little bit. So prayers for that guy. That sucks. That being said, I got the homie Mark Etherington in the house. What's up, dude?
What up, man? How are you?
Fantastic. I'm glad you made it.
Me too.
Mark and I met like a whole week ago.
Yeah.
And ended up just like hitting it off like gangbusters. We were sitting at the bar and many drinks later, we were like, okay, cool. Yeah, we're bros now.
A lot of excited talking.
It was a lot of excited talking. It was. So Mark's the only cat in the house, so we want to make sure that you all join us today. Make sure you put your little comments in on Facebook. Give us a call, 813-343-4798. We'd love to hear from you if you want to talk about the music of Mark Etherington. You want to talk about Ghost Riot Radio. You want to talk about weed. You want to talk about literally whatever the fuck you want to. Hit us up. Folks, welcome to episode number 35. Which is kind of,
It's a big deal.
It is a big deal.
35 is not a small number.
No, it is definitely not. It's definitely not. Folks, if this is your first time tuning into Ghost Riot Radio, during each episode, I try to feature a new musical artist of the week. If you or your band would like to be featured on an upcoming episode, you can email us at ghostriotradio@gmail.com. Send us your 3 best tracks with a bio of yourself or your band and any contact info that you want me to air, and I'll do my best to get you on the next available episode. Folks, like I said before, this week we are checking out the musical stylings of Mark Etherington. This is a little background I got on this guy just from talking to him recently, and he sent me a little something too, so it's awesome. Mountain Holler is the moniker of St. Pete, Florida-based multi-instrumentalist Mark Etherington. You fancy.
I had to use some big words.
You did. I did. It's a good one. Being a self-taught musician since the age of 10, he's a heavily involved character in the Tampa Bay music scene, having 3 additional very active and touring musical projects that span genres: Set and Setting, Red Feather, and Loose Talk. He has been widely publicized in regional media and has grown to become one of the Bay Area's most sought-after performers. Nicely done. Nicely done.
Thanks.
You fancy.
Now, like I'm hearing this, I hate writing bios.
That's okay.
Yeah.
We'll just get somebody else to. Oh, the dogs are out. What's up, guys?
What? There's dogs here?
There's dogs here.
Oh, yeah.
Mountain Holler is Etherington's more intimate musical endeavor, evoking deep emotions and casting sonic textures that transcend the audience with his haunting and mystically beautiful descriptive songs. Can you hear the dog tail slapping it? It's awesome.
So excited.
About his findings of beauty and truth in the natural world and in the pursuit of his own internal spiritual awareness. That's a good paragraph you did there.
Thanks.
That's
It actually did take me a while.
Did it?
Yeah.
It's good. You did a good job.
It's
I
weird to write
appreciate
about
you.
yourself.
It is weird to write about yourself.
You know?
I've had that like building websites and shit, and
Yeah.
like the About Me page is the hardest part. And it's like, I don't know what to say about myself. He's fucking great.
Yeah.
He looks really good and white, and yeah, so it's ridiculous.
It's kind of lonely, like if you're brutally honest.
So what we normally do around here is we're going to play a track first, and then we're going to come back and do some talking. But because Mark's got so many different projects under his belt, we decided we were just going to play a track from one track from 3 of your 4 projects.
Right. Well, I do want to say that having written that bio, I no longer play with Set and Setting, and we can talk about that. But that was a recent development. We just got back from Europe.
Okay.
And yeah, it was time to move on from that project. But I still am with Red Feather and Loose Talk. So I think we're gonna play Loose Talk first.
We are. We're gonna play Break the Boy.
Yes.
Awesome. Do you want to tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah. So I got asked to join Loose Talk. I want to say almost a year ago now by Christian and Dion, who are ex-Anne Berlin members. And they had been working on this side project, which was kind of bluesy and kind of stoner rocky.
Nice.
And it was right up my wheelhouse. I was like, yeah, man, I'm totally down. And so I think we might be on our 11th show now, but it's an awesome project, and the dudes write great songs. So this is Break the Boy off the EP called Loose Talk.
So good doing his own intros. I love it. You're welcome back anytime. Folks, make sure you head over to facebook.com/Mountain Holler and smash that like button so you can keep up with the Mr. Mark Etherington himself. In the meantime, like he said, this is Mark Etherington and Break the Boy. So fucking good.
There it is.
So awesome, man.
Yeah, it's sick, dude.
That's awesome.
Yeah, when they asked me to play, just from hearing Christian describe it, I was like, yeah, I'm game. And then he asked me like 6 months later after he and I kind of had an initial conversation. I was like, well, yeah, like send me the tracks. You know, like I have X, Y, and Z projects I'm in, but I'm always down. And I heard that was the track that got me, just like that beginning riff, like, you know? Good. I was like, fuck yeah. So
I caught it in the Jeep yesterday. As soon as you sent me the email, I was listening to it in the Jeep.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck? Yeah,
Yeah, like
an awesome
you
show.
just like want to drive around and like cruise. I hope your boy's okay, or your boy's boy in Gainesville, by the way.
Sarah's watching. Sarah, what's up with that guy? Give us an update on whoever that was and what happened. Apparently, he was like the detailer in the shop they all work at. Poor guy, and he got hemmed up. So yeah, hopefully too.
I got buddies that ride bikes, and that's like it like breaks my heart every time I hear someone get in an accident because that shit sucks, and it's usually not their fault. It's always a unobservable driver,
right?
You know?
Yeah.
And like I would love to have a bike, but to me that's terrifying.
I agree.
It's
I'm
like
the same way.
being at the whim of other people's incompetence.
Yeah. No, it's bad enough like when you get your car dinged in a parking lot, much less like having your entire body shot off of a small rocket.
Yeah, man.
At high speeds. I'm just
hit
not
by a
down.
house.
Yeah. I'm just not. He's still in the hospital, and the boys are about to Savannah. Oh, so they kept on with the trip, but dude's in the hospital. That sucks,
Well,
man.
good luck to that dude.
Right?
Hopefully
Jesus.
you should. I don't know. He should watch this while he's in the hospital. Give him something to do.
Yeah. Hopefully he's awake. Jesus, poor guy. So anyway, yeah, dude, awesome. So Loose Talk is the name of the band.
Yeah.
Break the Boy was the track.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking cool, man.
Yeah.
Fucking cool. So tell us a little bit about you, man. Let's talk about your musical history, you coming up.
Me. So I started playing music when I was 10, and that was I'd always been a lover of music. Like when I was really young, I loved Elvis, and like my parents turned me on. I was really fortunate to have parents who had a good taste in music, especially my dad. My dad showed me a lot of like the kind of like contemporary 60s and 70s stuff. Like he was a huge Moody Blues fan. Neil Young.
Yep.
He showed me kind of the softer stuff, but it was the really acoustic driven, intricate shit, you know? And then he showed me Zeppelin when I was like 10 or 11.
When you were old enough.
Yeah, you know, I could understand Whole Lotta Love. And then as soon as I heard that, it was like over. And then I got into like I'm still huge into Zeppelin, and then got into like Black Sabbath. So I listened to the radio and played drums. I got my first kit when I was 10. And then long story short, I moved to Florida.
Nice.
And when I was 12 in 99.
Okay.
And I got put in this private Catholic school, which but there's a couple good things that came out of that.
Okay.
One of them being that the only open elective they had was acoustic guitar class.
That's
and I was
rad.
like, so I found when I was like 9, I found my dad's old acoustic guitar underneath the bed. Apparently my mom bought it for him as an anniversary gift, but he never fucking played it. So it was like never touched acoustic guitar. So I was like, well, I have one. So I got turned on to the guitar, and it was like the thing I could do when I wasn't allowed to play drums anymore. Because I like having moved a lot as a kid, and then especially coming to Florida, I just didn't give a shit about school. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't dumb, but I just like fuck homework. Like not like do your homework, but you know what I mean? Like
I might be dumb, but I was the same way.
yeah. But yeah, so I was like I started spending all my free time like as a young kid outside skateboarding and then inside drumming or playing guitar. So
That's awesome.
Did that, and then joined. I was in like high school band and shit all the way through up into college, and then I played in a band in high school called Strange Brew, which is named after the Cream song.
After the Cream
But
song,
we were like all of our friends' dad's favorite band because we played like we were like blues, like classic rock trio. Like we covered Down by the River and All on the Watchtower.
Yeah.
And we were really good, like, you know, for a high school band. Like our guitar player, who I'm still close with, Robbie Ossington, is the best guitar player I know. And he was the best guitar player back then. So
Shout out, Robbie.
yeah.
Nice job,
So
buddy.
hopefully he's listening. But yeah, man. So like did that, and then moved to St. Pete in 2010, playing with Set and Setting, which is a band Shane, who plays guitar in Set and Setting, approached me with like sophomore year of college.
Right.
So I was living back home in Valrico, Lithia area, and coming over here once a week for band practice. Finally in 2010, 2011, I moved over here. Was doing a lot of Set and Setting, and then decided, you know, like I have these songs, and with the encouragement of friends, started Mountain Holler, and then did that for a while, and eventually wanted to. There's so many more details that come in all this, but
Good. Throw them out. We've got hours, so feel free. We can do this all day.
yeah, it was we could always
Get
resort
some
back.
popcorn, folks. Just
Yeah, this is I got a lot of stories. This is long. But anyway, so like, you know, it really the whole point of this is that St. Pete was and is still a like petri dish of my musical endeavors.
Nice.
It's like it's really been the perfect like homogenous kind of place for me to be, to express myself musically and to be accepted, you know, because it's a really welcoming city to new fresh shit.
Yeah.
You know, and we were seeing it now.
Yay.
Yeah.
Yay.
You know, and it's only continuing to grow.
Right.
So, you know, Loose Talk might be the newest endeavor that I'm in, but you know, I'm constantly kind of on the move.
Which is good.
Yeah.
I think you have to do that as an artist. Like I can't.
Mm-hmm.
I just keep bouncing around. Like I just find new stuff. I'm more of like a media art now, but like I was doing painting and stuff before and all that shit. And like I just can't like if I get stuck in one thing for too long, I get nuts. So I have to like try something new and keep going. So it's rad that you're musically doing the same thing.
Well, I think, you know, like as artists or any sort of creative individual, it's a type of journey.
Right.
You know, and you know, journey can be metaphored in many different ways, but like if you're pursuing art, if you're pursuing a creative lifestyle, that's a non-stagnant lifestyle.
Yep.
It's impossible. And through that is hopefully growth, you know? So like you have to like present yourself. You're just so burping over
So
there. It's
burpy. There was a lot of whiskey last night, folks. If you missed that, yeah, sorry.
I should have brought you whiskey just to pull it all back in.
I will never complain. Feel free. All the whiskey you want, folks, whenever you come
Actually, if
over.
anybody at 608,
That's
just
right.
drop it off at the door. We'll be here.
That's right. We'll wait. Yeah. So, you were talking at the beginning of the show about set and setting. Something you guys decided to just sort of not do that anymore.
No. So set and setting is still playing.
Okay.
We just got back from Europe, and it was our first European tour, and it was really amazing. You know, it was quite eye opening, and for me, as an individual, as an artist, it was really eye opening. And you know, coming back, I think it was undiscussed prior to a meeting that we had, but I think it was mutually understood that it was time for me to leave the band.
Oh,
and it was something that I had been foreseeing for quite some time, but was really kind of bashful in bringing it up because, you know, I'd invested so much time. I mean, next year would have been 10 years playing as a drummer for Set and Setting.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you know, like it was quite the catalyst for my fucking 20s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think I was like, I remember Shane and I sharing our like we had like the 21st birthday, and I remember we had already been playing for a while. So like, you know, I turned 30 this year. So it's hitting that club, man.
Young man, welcome to the team.
But you know, that's a long time, and it's a long time to be doing, you know, it's a long time to be doing anything with anybody.
Right.
And you know, when you're touring and you're traveling and you're spending a lot of time with people, you know, people's true personalities come out, and I think eventually, you know, like I just perhaps it just wasn't meant for me anymore.
Sure.
So, you know, we had a meeting and we talked, and like, you know, Shane expressed that the general consensus was that we should go our separate ways, and I 100% agreed.
Awesome.
And it, you know, no ill feelings. It was just, it's one of those beautiful moments in life where like you can accept change, and be totally fucking okay with it.
Yeah.
And like we all had like a big hug at the end. Like we met at Wilson's. I know that sounds that sounds lame. We met at and like we were all leaving, and I was like, I don't know how it happened, but it was, you know, it was me, Shane, his brother who also played drums, and John, and it was the four of us who were like the original core traveling, touring members of Set and Setting. And it was nice. It was nice to have that, to not be like, because, you know, some bands end shitty.
Yeah. Some
bands someone's got a drug problem, or someone's got whatever it may be. People get kicked out, and it's animosity or this. It wasn't like that, you know. Perhaps in the moments,
like, fuck you, Seth.
Yeah,
I don't
you
care
know?
if you want to play that shit.
God damn it, Bernice. Like, it wasn't like that. But they're still playing.
Yeah.
They're because I was one of two drummers.
Yeah.
So Steven is going to be the single drummer, and I think they're going to continue to do great things, you know.
That's awesome.
So I think going to Europe was a great stepping stone for them, and I know they're going to go back, and they're going on tour in late September through October, and they're playing Dunkfest, which is a label they're on. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, Dunkfest is in Vermont, and we played it in Belgium.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, which is like the biggest post-rock festival in Europe. And it's ran by Dunk Records, and Dunk Records put out the last Set and Setting record in Europe.
Nice.
And they're fucking great people. Okay. Like, that festival is, I've been to a lot of festivals and played a lot of festivals, and that one I think was like my favorite, hands down.
Nice.
Yeah, and it wasn't even like huge. It was just perfect, you know, like in my mind, like it was just the right amount of people.
Nice.
Everyone like, you know, the post-rock community are kind of like, they're kind of nerds, you know, not like bad nerds, but they're just, they fucking know what they're listening to.
Right.
And
musically nerdy, just,
like
they're
awesome. Passionate about it,
yeah.
you know, about the music, and not really, you know, it's not about drugs or any of the fucking bullshit that
Thank
comes
God.
along with a
Yeah.
festival. You know, it's not trendy.
Right.
But anyway, so I think they're gonna go on and do great fucking things, and I know that they're already starting to write new stuff.
Sweet.
So I'm really excited to finally like be in the crowd and not have to like, you know, just finally be the observer
Right.
and enjoy the music from
enjoy
a
it,
different perspective.
Good for you, man.
Yeah, and it feels good, you know. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at now.
Rad.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Well, at least it was sweet. I like at first I was like, oh shit, we're gonna get some serious dirt.
Yeah, dude.
Fuck you, Seth.
I blacked out and vandalized our van. Crashed into a Taco Bell.
One dude was sleeping and I accidentally peed in his mouth. I was drunk. What do you want me to do? Yeah, that's fucked up. Fucking cool. All right, so good. At least it's. What does this say? Is Christian as dreamy in person as he seems like he would be? Question mark. Ha ha. Heart eyes.
No, he's way more dreamier in person. Christian might be the most handsomest man I've ever been in.
Really?
Like the guy's so handsome. Yeah, he's so good. But he's also like a super awesome dude. Like he told me because I love hanging out with Christian because he and I have always from the moment we met just had real conversations.
Yeah.
And his mom I think was a therapist or a psychologist or a psychiatrist. So he's got this like he'll do this thing when you're talking. He goes,
Oh.
and he'll just like with these like Frank Sinatra's like baby blue eyes, you know, just like
Hilarious.
staring into your soul. Like, but you know he's intently listening, and he you know he's a good dude, but he's a big fucking sweetheart.
I wish somebody would say that about me. They'd be like, he's like a 6, and
11 out of 10 would hang out
he's
with.
got a lazy eye, and it goes one direction
It's
when
really
you talk
cute
to him.
though. He's really sweet. His heart's huge,
His heart is huge. That's the best part.
even with his palpitations.
I'm good. Let's see who else is joining us here. Sarah Marin, always in the house. What up?
What up, Sarah?
Big Ray's in the house. Who else we got here? Deb, you are so good at this, Nick. Thanks, Deb. I appreciate that.
You are good at this.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's you project a comfortable
Yeah, I'm not hard to be around.
thing. No, you're not.
It's because of that.
Perhaps-
It's that lazy eye.
Just it's so adorable. Just brings you in.
That's awesome. Oh, Joe D, they made it. Awesome.
We're here.
Carrie-
Where are you? Oh, this Carrie.
Oh.
Hi, Carrie.
Oh, wait. Here's the guys right here. Let's talk to them real quick.
Are the boys in Savannah?
They are in Savannah.
Oh shit. They
What
need-
up, y'all? You're on Ghost Riot Radio. Tell us your name, where you calling from.
What's up? This is Grant. I'm calling from Savannah, Georgia.
Fuck yeah, Grant.
What's up, dude?
Me and Mr. Mad Dog and Joe just got here.
Awesome. Glad you
on our
guys are
fun little
safe.
motorcycle voyage.
Hey Grant.
3/4 safe.
3/4 safe, right?
Hey, you
Yeah,
guys.
we lost 1/4.
We heard he's in the hospital and doing okay.
Yeah, it sounds like it's mostly puncture wounds and lacerations on his leg.
Are you
just
fucking
went off
serious?
the,
Mostly.
Yeah, he went off the off ramp and he hit like a pile of debris.
Fuck.
Jesus.
So-
That's awful.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Well.
Okay.
Yep. I'm not currently. Oh, Joe's got your live feed on there.
Oh, yeah. I saw him. He just
We're
popped
15
in. He said-
seconds delayed.
So you're in Savannah now. How's things?
They're hot.
Hot?
It's hot here.
I
Hot as
bet.
fuck.
Yeah.
I bet. What's the plan for the weekend?
So hot.
So hot.
I don't even know. We're just gonna drink and eat food, and we're gonna go to Charlotte tomorrow.
Nice.
Yeah, going to South Carolina.
Can you do me a
Charleston.
favor and go? You guys need to go to the Jinx tonight and go get a whiskey and a beer for me because that was a place
At the
that's
Jinx?
At the Jinx. Have you been there?
I have not. This is my first trek to Savannah.
Dude, go to the Jinx. Ask for Gabe, I think. Gabe, the owner. He's a rad dude. They usually have shows there every night of the week. And it's
Cool.
it's a cool bar
Nice.
and it's a venue.
Nice. There you go. That's an option.
All right.
That's rad.
Well,
What's up?
just thought I'd call in and
Yeah,
be
good.
on the Ghost Riot Radio.
Yeah, you got to be on the show even when you're not in town. I love
So-
that. I love that. These guys are all normally.
Yeah,
in
Oh,
yeah.
they're
the-
We're gonna
sitting
go on a ghost tour for sure. We got to find a good one though.
Oh yeah.
The best ones are in the square. There's like a square. It's actually right near the Jinx. Downtown Savannah, there's a square, and there's like 2 dudes who lead ghost tours, and they're both really good from what I hear.
You can
Is
probably
it a walking tour?
Yes.
Cool. Yeah, I've heard those are the good ones.
Yeah.
Did you bring your light meter and all that shit? Are you gonna like try to debunk the ghost tour?
No,
Like,
unfortunately, it didn't fit in the side bags.
You should just you should just go get like a calculator or something, and then just walk around through the whole thing. Like, I'm picking up readings. Are you guys getting this? Just freak everybody
Get like a
else
stud
out.
finder.
Beep. That's awesome, dude. You guys have fun, man. We're gonna get back and listen to some more music.
All right, man.
Give us a call later. Let us know
See you
how
later.
you're doing. See you, brother.
All right, bye.
Peace.
Bye.
So Gart's in the house. That's always fun. Folks, you can feel free to do that as well. It's 813-343-4798. Carrie Daniel Courtney sent you a kissy face. Or maybe to me. I don't know. It could be us.
It's us.
It's us?
The Collective Kissy Face.
Oh, Collective Kissy Face. That's a band name.
Collective Kissy Face. It's a new shoegaze band. Hi, Carrie. Carrie is actually not only a good friend of mine, but a super awesome, talented musician.
Really?
Yeah, he plays in a band called Goodnight Neverland, which their new stuff is a little bit more post-rocky, instrumental, but his solo stuff is really good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Want to be on the show?
You should do it, Carrie.
Do it.
Do it.
So that's a good question, actually. So you've got your roots are pretty set in some awesome classical or classic rock bluesy stuff, which is rad. But what are you listening to right now?
This morning I was listening to Black Sands by Bonobo, which I fucking really love Bonobo. But recently I have been obsessing over the new Fleet Foxes record.
Really?
Yeah, so I'm a huge Fleet Foxes fan. I will say that they're top 3 to 5 favorite bands for me. And they just released Crack Up, which is the newest album and latest album in like 6 years. And the last album was great. It came out in 2011, but this album is so mature and just so beautifully written and composed and orchestrated, and the musicianship is phenomenal, the lyricism is phenomenal. So I've been like if a new record comes out that I'm about, I study it, you know what I mean? Like I listen to it like 30 times and I go piece by piece, and then I'll listen to it again and dissect it and try to really understand it. That's awesome. So I just know, so I'm doing that right now with that record.
I wish I had like the musical knowledge or like, you know what I mean? Like that kind of musical brain to do that, but I don't. I just go, oh, I fucking like it.
That was so good.
I really like it in my Jeep. That's how you can tell if
Like it in my
good.
Jeep, yeah.
I play it in the Jeep because then everybody else has to hear it anyway.
Right.
So I'm just like, and I just play some loud ass shit.
Blasting out
so
the
that's
ringer.
how you know. If you see me in the streets, that's how you'll know, because I'm just playing some shit I like. It's like, whatever. It's
Out
also
the-
like
out
some
the
really,
Wrangler.
some really random shit too. Okay, so that being said, we like to do this thing on the show called the band call out. So now that you've been on the show, we want you to tell tell us who the next people are who should be on this show. And they don't have to just be local; they can be literally anywhere, because we can Skype in interviews and all that stuff.
I think you should get Robin Pecknold on the show from Fleet Foxes.
Yeah.
I think you should get Sun Signs from Tampa.
Okay.
I love those dudes to death. I think you should get Dialps. They're from St. Pete, Tampa.
Nice.
They are coming out with a new record soon, and they're starting to make some pretty big waves in the Bay Area.
Sweet.
Yeah, their album release shows in August.
Awesome.
And they're really good. I've been playing with them. I had played with them years ago solo, and they gone through some lineup changes, but it's the core group, Connie and Frank. And they got this badass keyboard player and a badass drummer, and I think they're getting a new bass player, but they're really good. You should get them. And they're fun too. They're good people.
Sweet.
Yeah. I don't know, man. There's so many.
You don't have to do them all now.
There's so many.
We can do some via like Instagram or something.
Yeah,
Just be
or
like,
throughout the show,
Yeah.
I'll think about it.
Nice. Done. So you guys have all been called out already. Expect to hear from me. What we do now is we just like shoot, like we'll find you like on Instagram or Facebook, and then we'll shoot video and be like, yo, we just heard about you. We want you to be on the show. And people are always like, okay, that's way better than an email. So yeah, we're okay with it.
We're in.
Yeah, which is great. So so what I want to do is play another track, but first do us a favor, because I think we're going to play, what are we doing? We're going to do City Dwellers, which means that we're playing a Red Feather song. Right?
Yes.
So tell us about Red Feather.
Okay, so Red Feather is a band that I started back in 2011, and I started it after watching Jerry X, who I don't know if you know her.
I do.
Yeah. So great singer-songwriter. I watched her play at Janus with a band that no longer exists called Sons of Hippies. Sons of Hippies became Pleasures, which is another phenomenal band.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, get them on here.
Okay.
Get Pleasures
Done.
on here.
Pleasures called out.
Yeah, called out. Anyway, Jerry like invited me to a show. It was a free show at Janus. I was like, fuck yeah. And I watched her play with Sons of Hippies, and I was like, oh, I want to fucking do that. Like, I want a full band. So started formulating some stuff. So anyway, we had a couple original members, Doug and Jackie. They were a couple at the time. Keyboardist and bass player, found a drummer, T.C. Smith. Fast forward, Doug and Jackie left the band, pursuing their own thing. And I got my buddy Will Hansen to play bass, who stuck with us for about 6 months or so, and then had to move on to some other things. And then got my brother Rob Kelly. So now we have a final lineup, which is myself, Rob Kelly on bass guitar, Marcus Sumner, who plays electric guitar, synth, and vocals, and
Nice.
T.C. Smith on drums. And we have a house together in Roser Park.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, called the Red Feather Compound, which also has our studio in it.
That's a good setup. Shit.
Yeah, so it's and we've been really proactive since then. We've been really fortunate enough to get in the festival circuit
Nice.
around Florida. I'm getting with some really good scenes. So this past year we played a lot, and we've been recording a new EP called Sun, which is a sister EP to an EP released last year called Moon.
Okay.
So we're finishing that up right now,
Sweet.
and it should be out by the end of the year. And
Maybe we can get it on the show.
ooh, that would be good. Yeah. The Sunday before the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that might be good. Yeah. But yeah, so we're gonna take some time away from playing shows
Okay.
to write new material, and then the next show will be the EP release show. But we're gonna play all new shit,
Nice.
and then that'll be like the next stage of the band.
Nice.
But this song we have, City Dwellers, is off our first EP. Actually, it's our second EP, and called Moon.
Okay.
And City Dwellers is the second track on the album. And City Dwellers, I wrote the lyrics to, is kind of about, my experience living in the city.
Right.
Because I prefer the solidarity of being out in, camping out in the woods
yeah.
and shit, And so it's kind of a commentary about me dealing with living in the city and trying to like find that solidarity.
Find your quiet moments.
Yeah, like within a bustling place,
Right.
So, yeah. And then
Sweet.
there's also a Tolkien reference in there. I'm a big Tolkien fan.
Are you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
So there's a Tolkien reference in there for people who are Tolkien fans. See if you can point it out.
All right, deal. That's it. All right, listen tight. Make sure if you find it, you put it in the comments and let us know you found it. Folks, don't forget also, if you're Instagram users, that you should head over to Instagram and search @Mountain Holler so you can keep up with Mr. Mark Etherington.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that the only one?
At Red Feather Music,
@Red Feather
and then I think at Loose Talk.
and @Loose Talk.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So look them up. I'll make sure I add them too so you can find us and add them as well. We'll make sure we tag it all and all that stuff. So here you go, guys. This is Red Feather. Or excuse me. Yeah, Red Feather with City Dwellers. Jesus fucking... That's another amazing track.
Yeah.
So good.
Thanks.
Folks, that was City Dwellers by Red Feather and the homie, Mr. Mark Etherington. Super good. Super good. Here, wait. Let's do like, here. Yay.
Yay. Thank you. Thank you.
Bravo.
Thank you, everyone.
There's so many people in this studio.
It's crazy. It's huge.
Folks, don't forget, phone lines open. Feel free to hit us up, 813-343-4798. Or if you're out there and you're watching us on Facebook, put a little something in the comment section, like Linda Rhodes, who just said, "Hey, Mark, can't wait for the new EP, smiley face."
Hi, Linda. She's a great photographer.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. We might need you.
Linda?
Done. So, folks, if you have never seen this show before, I tend to be a huge fan of cannabis, and we called Normal. If you don't know Normal, they're the National Organization for the Reform of Marijuana Law, and they said, you know what? We'd love to sponsor your section called The Week in Weed. So I'm going to do it just like I do every week, but as always, I'd like to put up this little disclaimer prior to starting this segment. Ghost Riot Radio is my show and mine alone. The opinions and comments made by myself or my co-host do not necessarily reflect the opinions of my guests or any business, company, or organization that is mentioned on this show. Please, please, please do not hold our guests accountable for our comments. Thanks for being open-minded. Hashtag don't be a dick. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for The Week in Weed. The Week in Weed is brought to you by NORML.org, the National Organization for the Reform of Marijuana Law. If you're not already a fan of NORML.org, you fucking should be. Go check them out. It's NORML.org. As always, we're going to jump right in. Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Governor John Bell Edwards has signed legislation, Senate Bill 35, providing explicit legal protections for those involved in activities related to the state's nascent medical cannabis access program. Not bad,
That's
not
awesome.
bad. Good job. Lawmakers passed legislation in 2016 establishing a framework for the program which allows physicians to recommend non-smoked preparations of cannabis to patients with cancer, epilepsy, MS, and other disorders. We like that. Nicely done. Nicely done.
Good job.
Oh, except I fucked up. Oh, God. I did it again.
Ripping again.
I'm just gonna, we'll just go to here. Fucking rookie, dude. I told you I did all this, and now it's gonna...
It's the residual whiskey.
It's so
fumes.
bad. It's so bad. Oh, well. Play over other tracks. Thank you. All right, that's better. Let's see what else we got. Carson City, Nevada. Starting this Saturday, July 1st, especially licensed medical cannabis dispensaries will have the opportunity to engage in the retail sale of marijuana to adults. Fucking cool.
Nice.
State tax regulators finalized temporary rules on Monday governing adult use sales. That's really good, guys. We like that. Let's see what's happening in Hawaii. Democrat Governor David Ige, I don't know about IGE, I don't know how you say it. Ige? Yeah, you think?
Ige.
I think so. Ige.
Ige.
Has signed legislation into law expanding the state's medical cannabis program. House Bill 1488 expands the pool of patients eligible for cannabis therapy to include those with epilepsy, lupus, MS, and rheumatoid arthritis. The measure also explicitly permits patients to legally transport cannabis to a certified lab for testing. Okay.
Oh.
New law takes effect June 29th, 2017, so it already happened. Nicely done, Hawaii. New York. It turns out that by a margin of more than 6-1, Americans say that individual states should be autonomous with regard to laws governing the use and sale of marijuana, according to a survey data compiled by the Survey USA and commissioned by the advocacy group Marijuana Majority. They sound cool. 76% of respondents, including supermajorities of Republican, 72%, Independent, 78%, and Democrats, 80%, believe that states should be able to enact their own marijuana laws without interference from the federal government. We fucking agree. Only 12% responded that the federal government ought to impose anti-marijuana laws in jurisdictions that have regulated the plant's production, sale, or use. Go fuck yourself, 12%. So, let's see what else we got. Oh, they did a little study here, guys, and if you don't know anything about this, now you do. Vaporizing cannabis mitigates subjects' exposure to carbon monoxide and allows them to self-regulate their dose, making it preferable over smoking or oral administration, according to clinical trial data published in the journal Drug and Alcohol Dependence. Investigators affiliated with the U.S. National Institute on Drug Abuse, the NIDA, assessed the effects of smoked, vaporized, and oral cannabis administration upon frequent and occasional consumers in a placebo-controlled study. Authors reported that, quote, expired carbon monoxide was significantly increased following smoking compared to vaporization. Vaporization devices heat herbal cannabis to a point where cannabinoid vapors form, but stays below the point of combustion. I should just read instead of trying to fake this, huh? Prior clinical trials assessing vaporization devices have similarly concluded that they are, quote, safe and effective cannabis delivery systems. Folks, that, my friends, was the week in weed. And the music's in the cut now.
Does Howdy Doody got wooden balls, man?
He very possibly might. Folks, shout out to Scott Braun, a.k.a. Made in 1985, for creating the intro track for the week in weed. Folks, don't forget, if you're in the Florida area and you're wondering whether or not you qualify for compassionate care in the state of Florida, go check out docmj.com. That's docmj.com. Take a quick survey, and they'll call you back and get you on the path to compassionate care here in the state of Florida. And don't forget, folks, thanks again to normal.org. Make sure you go check out that website. You can become a member. You should donate. It's just a team of lawyers out there trying to protect your rights to hang out with a plant that is so nice to people that the government can't seem to figure out how to regulate. And so until then, they're just going to make it illegal and make it a really racially biased, terrible thing that they're doing to this country. So fuck you guys, and hopefully you guys are out there burning trees. Enjoy. So go check out normal.org, NORML.org. Okay, we're back.
And vape.
And vape.
And vape.
Right. Save your lungs.
Yeah.
Save your lungs.
Vape.
Vaping is great.
Or eat.
Yeah.
Eat or vape.
My two preferred methods, actually.
Yeah, according to studies of vape.
Right. I'll smoke it too. I don't give a fuck. So that's cool. Gang, don't forget, phone lines are open. We want to hear from you. You want to talk about weed? You want to talk about Mark? You want to talk about any of his bands? You want to talk about the music you've heard today? You want to talk about how good I look in white? You can do any of those things. Hit us
Super
up.
good.
813-343-4798. Folks, it's almost Independence Day. July 4th is right around the corner. Hopefully you all have plans already. If you don't, hit me up. I don't know what I'm going to do. I have no idea, actually. Do you have any plans?
Yeah, I kind of do.
Oh.
But I have, so Loose Talk is playing tomorrow, Monday the 3rd,
Right.
at Crowbar in Ybor for their 11th annual hot dog eating contest. And it's
Sick.
yeah, it is. Like, it's a big thing. And this would be my first year going, because I've
That's
always
awesome.
just been like, I can't go watch people just shovel down hot dogs. But now I'm excited because I get to play and go watch people, and I shovel down hot dogs. And I'm a vegetarian, well, pescatarian, but
Right.
I hope they have veggie dogs, because I'll eat like 20 of them. So whomever is running the thing tomorrow, fucking bring veggie dogs. You know what? I'll probably just bring my own.
Bring your own pack just in case.
Yeah, I probably should.
Who do you prefer? Do you have a preferred brand?
I don't, because I don't eat them very often.
Yeah.
So it's like I just look for like vegan,
Right.
and I just buy it.
Right.
There are some pretty good like Publix has a really good faux meat sausage.
Okay.
It's really good, but it always kind of fucks with my stomach a little bit.
Yeah,
so
I find that all that stuff is like a little too processed.
it is.
It's like,
Yeah, it's kind of like the most processed.
Yeah.
So but for special occasions, I'll do it.
Right.
Like
Sure.
like this, like tomorrow. I'll
Right.
probably pound it. But my my best friend's family, his dad owns a pharmacy back in Brandon.
Nice.
And I hung out with him a couple weekends ago down at Anna Maria, and he's like, what are you doing for the 4th? I was like, I don't know. And his girlfriend's like, oh, you should come on the float. And I'm like, what float? So apparently there's a parade in Brandon, and his pharmacy has a float at like 9 a.m. So that could be on my agenda.
So early parade,
Like 9 a.m.
and then hot dog eating contest, play shit.
No, hot dog eating contest the 3rd.
Oh, sorry, day before.
So yeah, hot
Okay.
dogs Monday, Tuesday morning parade. Tuesday night, I kind of want to make it back here for the fireworks.
For fireworks?
Yeah.
So I heard there's beachside and downtown. Are you going to do downtown?
I usually do downtown.
Yeah.
Just because I live downtown.
Right.
But beachside might be cool.
We were talking about whether or not we were going to try to do a beach trip on Tuesday, but it's going to be fucking like everybody will be there.
Oh yeah, everybody and their fucking literally their mom is gonna
Yeah.
be out everywhere.
Mom, you're burning.
God, mom,
Jesus. The meatloaf.
put the wine down. I've been craving sangria, so maybe I'll get some sangria
Oh,
for
yeah?
the 4th. Yeah, just like I was talking to someone about wine the other night. It was actually Kim Vorperian.
Oh, nice.
So this is a good transition
Perfect.
to. I went to the bathroom here at Nick's house, and there's soap in the bathroom, and I was like, I came out, I'm like, is that Bodie Basics? He's like, yeah, good job. Because I only buy my soap that I wash my body with
right.
and my deodorant from Kim, and she's a boss. She's a little boss. She kills it, dude. But I was talking to her about red wine, and as we were talking, I was like, "Man, you know, what'd be good with red wine? Cinnamon." And then I was like, "Oh wait, sangria."
Sangria.
And that was yesterday.
Cinnamon.
Yeah, so good. but ever since then, I've been like craving sangria.
Where would you go?
Ceviche.
Oh yeah.
They have the fucking like I don't know if it's the pitchers they use because they're heavy and like just seems legit, but it's really they make in my not so well palated opinion. They make good sangria.
It's damn good.
It's better than I can make.
No, I think you could do it.
I think I could actually make some good sangria. I think if I actually focused and tried,
Mad scientist.
it would probably be pretty fucking baller.
So good. That show on Monday, tickets are on sale?
They are on sale.
Any idea how much?
I don't. I can look real quick.
Okay.
If you are on Facebook, just type in hot dog eating contest or go to the Crowbar page. It's on there. I'm sure it's around $10 to $12 at the door.
That's easy.
Yeah, it's not bad. And it's Bangarang is playing too, which those dudes are awesome.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check it real quick.
Cool.
Sorry.
So that sounds like a good day. If you all are hanging out and you have nothing to do on a Monday, come hang out with us. I think I might go.
You should.
Sounds like
I'm trying to get a lot of St. P cats to come.
Yeah.
Then that'll be cool. Also, I mean, everyone's off. You know,
Pretty much for the
everyone's off
holiday, right?
Tuesday.
Yeah.
So
hopefully.
yeah, hot dog party. Oh, it's called the Cast Me Outside.
Of course it is.
I forgot about that. So bad. Fucking.
Cats me out.
I love. Yeah, it's pretty good. But it starts at 7 p.m. and tickets are available online at ticketfly.com.
Heard.
And waiting for my phone to load so I can announce the price.
I should put you on the Wi-Fi. Oh, it is. It's right there if you want to get on it.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's already too late. It's loading.
It's too late now.
What does it say? Bad.
Yeah, who knows? It's just like whatever the code is on the back of the...
It's $7. So it must be $7 in advance and $10 at the door.
Oh,
So it's
cake.
It's not bad.
Cake.
It's not bad at all. And
Let's go listen to good music and watch people crush hot dogs. Hopefully some vegan options.
yeah, so Loose Talk is playing. We played earlier.
Right.
I played drums in that bit. And then Bangarang, Fresh Pea, the Tattered Saints. Tattered Saints are awesome.
Okay.
And they're performing as the 17th Street Band. I'm not quite sure what that means, but
They do a name change or something?
the Tattered Saints performing as the 17th Street Band. And then Sunset Sundays DJs. And it's sponsored by PBR. So there will be plenty of beer a-flowing.
Awesome. Okay, so that's a good one.
Yeah.
Something else to do on your Monday. It's going to be gnarly hot around here anyway, or raining. Thanks, Florida.
Both.
Yeah, so let's go inside and go hang out at Crowbar.
Yes, in
Crowbar.
Ybor.
I still have yet to be a go to Crowbar,
You
which
haven't-
it sounds like a sin, but I haven't done it.
You should 100% make your first experience the hot dog. Because, like,
I think it's a good idea.
yeah, it's 11 years running, so it's the same dudes who are great running this
Sweet.
hot dog eating contest.
Love Tampa.
So it's a lot of like brotherly love and
Yeah.
family love in the Tampa scene.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's cool. Crowbar's cool. Tom DeGeorge is he's like the acting owner and runs the whole thing.
Sweet.
I love the man to death.
I think my buddy Prince Golden is working there, so we'll have to go. We'll hit him up, see what's up. We'll definitely. All right, so Monday, that's a good idea. You got a
Monday-
show tonight.
Tomorrow. I do have a show tonight, actually. Yeah.
We're gonna, which is a perfect transition into Mountain Holler.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about what's happening.
So tonight I'll be playing at it's called Subterranean at Iberian Rooster. And
Right.
Iberian Rooster is this restaurant off Central Avenue in like the 500 block.
Yep.
Or 400 block? 500 block. It's off 5th.
I think it's.
It's between 5th and 4th.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah. So I think it's the 400 block. And I'll be playing in the basement below Central,
Okay.
which is really unique for St. Pete,
Yeah.
right? Because I think Ceviche is the only place that has it. Oh, there's the other one.
Penny.
There's Penny.
She's
There's
like, I
two
don't know
eyes.
what you all are fucking doing.
Just
in here.
thinking, never mind. I don't know. Yeah, see ya. But I'm playing with Christopher James, who's from Sarasota. He is the swooner of swooners with lovely singing and songwriting
Lovely.
abilities, yes. And then two brothers called Cade and Ryan Balog. I don't know how to pronounce it. But anyway, Balog, called Chant the Trees.
Chant the trees. Okay.
Chant the Trees. And they're fucking really good.
Okay.
So we go on after the open mic poetry jam.
Oh.
Did I say that right? Yeah. So that goes from like 7 to 9, and then
Sweet.
Chris is going to start at 7:30, and then I play at like 11:30, and that'll be his Mountain Holler, my solo project.
Mountain Holler.
Mountain Holler.
All right, so hold on. Justin Haggerty says Iberian rocks. Sarah says, I love Christopher James. He's our homie. Cool.
He's a homie. He's a good dude. And you guys, Justin and Sarah said that?
Sarah, yeah.
I think everyone should come tonight to support. It's also Shannon Kelly, who works a lot with Iberian Rooster. She booked the show tonight. It's her birthday today.
Oh.
So happy birthday to her.
Happy birthday.
Yes, I called her earlier. So she'll be there. And there's an art show, I guess, at Cafe Del Mar that everyone's coming to Iberian Rooster after.
Oh, nice.
So I think it'll be a fun night.
Awesome.
Yeah, I think it'll be a cool night. And it's a great atmosphere down there. It's intimate, it's dim, the sound's great. It's a cool little stage.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's nice.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So I'm going to fire up the grill here, and then I'm just going to drag everybody over there.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, cool. It's a
Done.
good day. All right, so tell us then a little bit about Mountain Holler.
Mountain Holler is it's the moniker I go by when I play solo. And that solo project consists of myself with now 4 acoustic guitars, all in different tunings.
Right.
Me playing said guitars and singing. And the project it was never like started as a project.
Right.
The name came as like that. The name was the beginning of the real thing. But I've been playing acoustic guitar and singing, since I was 12.
Right.
And I never really took it seriously. I never thought it was good enough to play. Played a couple times out in high school, but it wasn't until I had some encouragement from a very dear friend of mine who told me, she's like, you should really go fucking play. Like, you don't have a bad voice, and like you can play, and your songs are good. So I was going to USF when I first moved here, and I would play the open mic at Baybro.
Oh, yeah.
So that's kind of how it started. And Ryan Zara, who's a filmmaker, videographer as well.
Nice.
I don't know if you know Ryan, but you should definitely meet him.
No.
He's a
Hit me
good
up.
dude. Anyway, he was doing a series called St. Pete Beat about fucking 5 or 6 years ago now. And essentially, it was taken after the like Le Blagotech takeaway shows that happened in France, where you're filming an artist playing out in an urban setting.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I was like number 14, and we did it at the Dali Museum.
Nice.
We like walked around outside and then did it down into the parking garage and kind of finished in the parking garage. Well, at that point, I was just playing as me, Mark Etherington. I didn't have a name or anything.
Right.
And Steven, who plays drums in Set and Setting, he and I earlier that day had gone to Guitar Center to buy some shit. And we went next door to Save-A-Lot, and I really wanted a Mountain Dew. And their Mountain Dew is a knockoff brand called Mountain Holler.
How funny.
Yeah, so we went and filmed this thing, and Ryan was like, so how do you want me to like title you as? And I was like, well, don't do Mark Etherington because people fuck up Mark Etherington.
Right.
5-syllable, 11-letter last name. That's Welsh. And then so Steven like just, jokingly was just like, you should be Mountain Holler. And I was like, okay, yeah, Mountain Holler, yeah.
Sold.
Yeah, and now like 5 or 6 years later, like I'm Mountain Holler, and it's cool because like it's really cute, because it started as a joke, but people come up to me after shows and like, oh, I totally get why you're called Mountain Holler. I was like, I know that is why. Yes, because I don't have the heart to be like, oh, it's a fucking soda,
Right.
and it's all a joke. But I kind of love that because like
Awesome.
it kind of pulls into my theory with life that
Yeah.
we're all part of a cosmic joke. You know what I mean?
Not wrong.
Like you have, like the other day, dude, I went outside and someone stole 2 hubcaps off my fucking car. And I was mad at first, but then like I got out of work and looked at my car and just started laughing. I was like, that's a joke. Like that's in a movie. That's fake.
Yeah,
that's a
super
joke.
weird.
It's silly. So
Super
anyway,
weird.
so Mountain Holler,
Rad.
it's a cosmic joke, but
I got to find the can. I'm going to find a picture of the can and put it on the YouTube edit.
I'll send you a picture.
right,
Someone photoshopped my face, like singing.
Oh, even better.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Hi, Penny.
For the longest time, is Penny in here?
Penny's
Both
here.
dogs are in here hanging out.
Diggs will never leave my side if I let him. But oh, there she is.
I should have brought Cherokee over.
Oh, you should.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Next
anytime.
time.
Dog friendly always.
Cool.
Awesome. So you've got the show tonight. How long has this project been going on? Or it's not really like how long have you been Mountain Holler?
So I've been out actively playing as Mountain Holler since 2011. A
okay.
little after I moved here.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So you've been making the rounds.
Yeah, man. I've been really fortunate to be able to be accepted in the community here and get good recognition from, as it says in the bio, like media. I didn't know how else to describe it. You know what I mean? Like when you're trying to explain yourself, describe yourself to another person, like you have to pinpoint your successes,
Right.
but I have been very, very fortunate, and I'm very thankful for all the people that have been asking me to play places, and I've been really fortunate to get into the yoga scene in St. Pete, and it started with Jen Lowry DeBure. Now, I knew her as Jen Lowry, and she had a yoga studio out in Tyrone area called Yoga Etc., and she asked me to play her grand opening, and that was the first yoga class I played, and now it's something I do often, and I'm actually playing Yoga on Tap at Three Daughters Brewery on July 5th.
Oh, cool.
So Wednesday. And I'm working with one of my favorite people in the entire world, Jessica Mim, and she teaches a form of yoga called Rocket, which is super rad.
Really?
Yeah, and it's cool. We do it in Three Daughters. It's a lot of.
Is there a fee, or is there like a donation based thing? Or
I think it's $10 if you register before and $15 at the door, something like that. But if you're a member of the Body Electric, you can, because it's all ran through the Body Electric Yoga Company.
That's right up the street. I just found it the other day.
Right on 30th.
Massive, yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
I love everybody that works at the Body Electric. They're amazing people, and they're great teachers, and yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Noted.
they're great.
So
Yeah.
I should go join, is what you're saying.
You should, yeah. I mean, well, if you want to. They're great
I do.
classes, yeah.
I do. I went by there the other day, and I was like, all right, I'm not going to go in. But now I know it's here, so I'm looking it up and shit. All right, cool. So I'm just going to do it now.
I did 2 classes yesterday with 2 different BE instructors. I did yoga. So every Saturday at 8:30, they do yoga poolside at the Hollander Hotel.
Oh, cool.
And Rachel Miller's doing it, and she's a little badass, and she's a great teacher. Did that with her, and then I went immediately over to Movement Sanctuary and did a class with Lindsay Dixon, who's a great teacher as well. It was hot as shit, but it was great. I like sweated out the 6 beers I had the night before. But
That's what I need now. It's just like stand outside and drain.
yeah, right.
Oh, so gross. Okay, cool. So, and yoga's just a thing that you've been doing for a while. Like, how'd you get in? Because like I like keep kind of like touching into it, and then like I fade out, and like I want to be in it because like every time I stand up, I sound a little bit like a transformer. It's just like
Right, like something's cracking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so. I know that I want to. I just don't know where to start.
You know, I had my I had my first yoga experience when I was out west, and I was going to the National Outdoor Leadership School, and I was on my climbing section of my semester, and one of my teachers was doing yoga classes. So that was my first experience with yoga, and I fucking loved it because it was like, holy shit, like it's opening up my body. So anyway, I don't go as much as I want to, but I've been going more often.
Right.
And it's just kind of one of those things where it's, I don't know, like you just gotta go.
Right.
Like you just gotta do it one
Just get
day,
started.
and then you'll know,
Yeah.
and you'll fucking feel it out. And each class is different, you know. All the teachers are different, so you eventually start to figure out, you know, what teachers to follow or
Right.
what fits your capability or your practice or your styling. I don't know.
I'm super broken, so I don't know what style I have. I'm
Yeah.
just like, I had shoulder surgery last year after
Ooh.
17 dislocations, dude.
17?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Since like
Were you a
2000
wrestler?
No, but I would like so it came out the first time it came out like in a basketball game. We were playing pickup basketball in Colorado. Somebody ran right through me and out it came, and my buddy was in school to be a nurse. And so he was just like, I got this, and just like put it back in. And I was like, all right, fuck it, it's in. It hurts for a little while, but like I went and got an x-ray, and they're like, yeah, you got it back in. And then that was it. I didn't have insurance, so I didn't do anything to like follow up. So then like a year later, I was sitting at my desk, and I got up in the morning and yawned and put my hand over my head, and it just fell out. And from then on, it was just like a downward
It's
spiral.
fucked.
Yeah. So finally, just this last year, I was like, all right, I'm just gonna bite the bullet and do it. So they cut it open and redid it, and now it's it's gnarly, but at least I can like that's
You got
tight,
movement?
that hurts. Yeah, but at least now I can put my hand over my head without like being scared of it.
Yeah, that's a really important thing.
I've definitely like had it come out while I was like taking a shirt off.
Oh my god. Yeah.
It's like
What can you do? Like wiping your ass?
yeah, you're just like well, it's usually overhead. Right?
That makes more sense. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's
Because you're
like
rotating.
yeah, so I'd wipe the other way. I just raise my hand like this way. But yeah, so it's fucking terrifying.
Yeah, but I mean, that's a great thing about yoga. So like for me, like I run.
Yeah.
Every day I get off work, I just go fucking run.
Nice.
So my hips are always fucked.
Oh yeah.
But yoga, it just opens you up. So yeah, and the cool thing about it, the Body Electric's motto is flow your own way. So like you go in these classes, you don't have to like, I think at least for me, I got hung up on like doing everything specifically when they said it, how they do it, boom, boom, boom.
Right.
But it's just kind of a guided thing. You know, so it's nice to be familiar, but you don't want to push yourself too far.
Yeah.
And you know, sometimes if you just want to fucking sit down for a minute, you know, and take your time, that's just as acceptable.
Right.
But I recommend it for anybody.
Nice.
Anybody that like wants, just try it out
I'm
one
sold.
time. Yeah,
Tell
do
them
it.
you sent me.
I will. Or I will.
Yeah,
I
you
will
will.
represent what you just said.
You will confirm that when they
I will.
ask you.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Do that. Yeah.
Who's this? Kenan Israel? Did I pronounce that right?
Keenan.
Kenan.
Kenan.
Kenan. I don't know.
Kenan.
It's a K-E-H, so I was like, I don't know. I'm going to try to... Sorry I butchered your name.
What
But
did, what did he say?
he says, love you, Mark.
Oh, love you, Keenan. I've known Keenan.
He
for a
also says,
while.
hey, Justin. I don't know if you caught that, Justin, but he's saying hi to you also. Awesome. So I say we go ahead and wrap this up a little bit. Oh, you know what I got to do first? Folks, if you didn't notice, I'm wearing a shirt that's not Ghost Riot related today because the homies over at Sinners Welcome were out last night, and I bought another shirt because I can't help myself. And we got pins. Hold on. Can you see that?
Oh,
There you go.
nice. They have pins now?
Yeah. The enamel pin is dope.
Dude, I want to say that I am extremely proud of Zach and all the Sinners Welcome dudes.
Agreed.
They're killing it right now.
Super nice guys.
Yeah, and they're making good quality products.
Yeah.
The shirts look sick.
They're awesome. Hold on. I'm going to stand up.
Yeah, let me see the back. Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah, it's good. And they've got a couple of different styles and stuff going on, and they have been going through a local tattoo artist to help them do some design work and stuff.
Who is
like
it?
I don't remember. I'm really bad at names.
Listen, one of you dudes from Sinners Welcome, get on here and tell us who is doing the design work.
That's right. If you're trying to find them, you can do all of this stuff. Get on Instagram and check out at SW_FL to check out Sinners Welcome Florida. You can also go to Facebook and go to at Sinners Welcome FL. And if you want to shop their shop, go to swfl.bigcartel.com and check out the dudes at Sinners Welcome. So I want to make sure I shout those guys out. They're doing really awesome stuff. Is that going to focus? Probably not. That's all right. Anyway, air? No? All right, I'm just talking to a camera now. It's just stupid. Tell us about, we're going to play one more track from you to get out of here. We're going to play Used to Be. Tell us about this track.
So this is a track that I wrote almost about 3 or 4 years ago now, and I was living with a girl. I was living with a girl. What I realized is a lot of my songs are written about like shit that I go through after breaking up with someone.
Yeah, it's perfect time to
And
be
I'm
like,
single now, and I'm like focusing on being single for the first time in a long time.
Yeah.
I'm like really excited about being alone, you know, because that was a big hurdle for me to go over. Is this like codependency shit? So, yeah, we all go through it.
Yeah,
but anyway,
definitely did it.
So Used to Be was written literally as she and I were moving out of this duplex in the old Northeast, and I was sitting like one of the last days, you know, everything in boxes. I probably was taking a break from packing, and I was just sitting out, and I just was thinking, you know, I was looking at this house, and I was kind of thinking about what this house was representing and all the things that happened in the house and how much I had changed. So the idea of the song is called Used to Be. And I think when we go through breakups or we go through any big change in our lives, or even if in moments of alone time, we think about the person we used to be.
Yep.
And whether or not we realize it's who we used to be, we just think about memories and all that. So all those are just reflections of a past version of ourselves. So this song is kind of about who I used to be, and in that moment reflecting on that, but also toward the last verse is talking about who we should be.
Right.
You know, the last verse is like, now we're on our own to create the future's guiding light, which is basically like, well, now's the time to fucking set the path for ourselves in the future.
Right.
And in the lyric, often seen but hardly known, which is like the idea of we have this feeling of who we need to be. We can taste it, but we don't really quite understand it. And then are the visions of who we need to be. So, or we should be, or something. I don't know what I say.
Or whatever
I can't
I
remember,
said.
whatever it is. But yeah, so this is actually off a demo I'm doing right now. It's going to be my first studio recorded full length that I'm doing myself at the moment.
Cool.
And this is track 3 out of maybe 9 or 10 that I'm going to do.
Nice.
Yeah, so, but I did all the instrumentation, and I slowed it way down from when I play it live, and it just came out as one of those things where I totally went in just trying to record the song, but out of a beautiful mistake, heard it played back at a slower tempo, and I was like, fuck, that's cool. So I slowed it way down, and I recorded bass on it and other vocals, and I just got really, I'm really proud of how it came out. So yeah.
Awesome. So folks, you're going to check it out in just a second. We're going to go ahead and wrap up for today. Thanks for everybody who was a part of the show. Thanks for everybody who got to watch us live. We definitely appreciate that. If you're out there and you didn't already, just share it, even though it's at the end of the live feed and we're going to wrap it up. Just share this live feed with people so people know we're out there. It's always kind of rad just to be able to get a couple extra viewers just because you went out there and were like, yo, my boys are on here. Check it out.
That's
so
cool.
do that for us. Also, don't forget, if you are a YouTube fan, you can head over to YouTube right now and subscribe to Ghost Riot Radio. This show is there. I'm 3 episodes behind because I had some school shit to do, but the edits are coming. So we try to keep up with that stuff as often as possible. So it will be this episode will be out there by the end of this week. I promise I'm going to get them all done this week at some point. But go check us out. It's Ghost Riot Radio, youtube.com/Ghost Riot Radio. And also you can do, if you're already watching on Facebook, you're there already. Go to facebook.com/Ghost Riot Radio. Ghost Riot Radio is also an Instagram page. On Twitter, you can find me at Ghost Riot Media. Ghost Riot Media encompasses everything I do, including my video work. So if you need video work, hit me up. And don't forget, we are a podcast, so you can check us out on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher, and TuneIn Radio at Ghost Riot Radio. So if you're digging today's music, make sure that you get out there and start searching for Red Feather, Loose Talk, Mark Etherington, Mountain Holler, and the soda.
All those things. Bring me a soda.
That's right.
Don't bring me a soda, actually.
No, he doesn't need it.
It's
But
not bad.
Mountain Dew is so bad. Awesome. So, dude, thanks for being out here today.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man.
Of course.
I'm glad that we met.
I am too. It's awesome. So thanks to you, dude. Thanks to all the bands that you are a part of. This final track is called Used to Be. It's going to be the one to take us out of here today. Make sure you get on Facebook and check out Mountain Holler as well. If you didn't do it already, go find Mountain Holler, hit like so you can keep up with all this stuff. As always, I'm Nick Noble, thanking you for joining us for episode number 35. We'll see you next Sunday for another episode of Ghost Riot Radio. And don't forget, folks, make your presence known, spread some love, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.